start with the English version because brand new set. So we'll go ahead and set this over here. For those of you who don't know, this is the new set that just got released today. In each box, there's 36 packs of cards. 11 commons, 3 uncommons, a rare, or in the slight chance you get a mythic. Pretty interesting set, to be quite honest. I think a lot of people were very excited about this. So I know we were all excited about this set. So let's go ahead and just jump in. I'm just gonna go. I'm not gonna pick a side. I'm just gonna do one each side. Right now, I'm gonna be hoping for some fetch lands, some foil fetch lands, and Sarkin. Alright, we got our commons, uncommons, and our rare is Savage Knuckleblade, which I actually really like. It's a 1 green, 1 blue, 1 red. With it's a 4/4 with 2 and 1 green, gets +2/+2 until end of turn. For the 2 and 1 blue, return it to its owner's hands, and red gives it haste. So it's a pretty good card. I expect this to see quite a bit of play. Oh, actually, I got a phone call. I got to take this real quick. Alright, sorry guys. I actually don't know. Give me a second. Alright. I don't know what really happened there. Unfortunately, it's... there we go. We're back to focus. No, I had a phone call from someone from work. So sorry about that. We'll just go ahead and jump back into the set. And we got Avalanche Tusker as our rare. 2, a green, a blue, a red. Whenever Avalanche Tusker attacks, target creature defending player controlled blocks it if this turn if able. It's an okay card. Not really anything too good. Wow, thanks, welcome everyone that's joining. I just came back and we were at 4 and now we're up to 22, so. Got our commons. And we got a Ash Cloud Phoenix. Mythic, 2 and 2 double red flying. When Ash Cloud Phoenix dies, return it to the battlefield face down. It is a morph card, so you can pay 3 to morph it, and then turn around and play it for 6. When Ash Cloud is turned face up, it deals 2 damage to each player. Pretty good card. I don't know if I'd pay 6 for its morphing cost. And our foil is Mardu Banner. Woot woot. Yeah, or I will definitely trade you that. And we got Mardu Ascendancy. 1 red, 1 white, 1 black. Whenever a non-creature token you control attacks, put a 1/1 red goblin creature token onto the battlefield tapped and attacking. Sacrifice Mardu Ascendancy creatures, you get +0/+3 until end of turn. This is a pretty good card. We actually talked about this card seeing standard play, especially running with tokens specifically. Let's see, Red Russian 1337, or yeah, I can't, that's a horrible color. I'm currently not lagging at all. I don't have any drop frames, so maybe you may just want to restart it. And we got Howl of the Horde for a rare. 2 and 1 red sorcery. When you cast your next instant or sorcery spell this turn, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. And if you attack this turn, which is one of the new abilities, Raid, if you attacked with a creature this turn, when you cast the next instant or sorcery spell this turn, copy that spell in additional time. You may choose a new targets for this copy. Pretty. I think people said that this was. I think this was going to be a decent card, but it's a no fork, so that's a big problem. Oh,
Shush.
what's up? Good. So on to the next pack.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, Jared. Who else is in here? Ronnie's in here too.
What's up?
Ronnie's in here.
Alright, so on to our uncommons. And our next mythic is Sidzi, Brood Tyrant. 1 black, 1 green, 1 blue. Legendary creature. Whenever Sidzi enters the battlefield or attacks, put the top 3 cards of your library into your graveyard. Whenever 1 or more of your creature cards are put into your graveyard from your library, put a 2/2 black zombie creature token onto the battlefield. A lot of people, we had one person pull this card in pre-release, and I think he played it about every damn game.
It's not that great.
I think it's fun.
In limited, it's really rough because all the delve cards are kind of have negative synergy, right? And it only triggers once. So you might get rid of your best bomb out of 40 cards, and then you have a 2/2, and you paid 4 mana for a 3/3, which in blue and green is okay, but I would just much rather be playing a removal spell.
But yeah, think of it this way. This is it's kind of like Bear's Companion. which is 1 mana more.
Mm-hmm.
Because a 2/2 and a 4/4, where this is a 3/3, and most of the time it's going to hit a creature if you put it in the right deck, in standard at least.
Yeah, sure.
And then, so you have 2 bodies, you have 5 power across 2 bodies. That's pretty good. Like, even if
For
they
4
remove
mana.
it, you have a zombie. And if they remove it and you're playing like Dredge, you have stuff in the graveyard.
Yeah. If you set your deck up for it, I think Sidisi's okay. I don't think I would ever play her in limited because there's so many times where I want to have the right card
Yeah.
at the top. You know, and if I get her in a graveyard, like great, I have a 2/2 zombie and I milled my murder cut or whatever, you feel bad about that.
Yeah.
On a off-topic note, I do want to say welcome everyone that's watching the stream right now. We're up to 33 viewers. We definitely appreciate you guys coming in and watching a new set and some new awesome cards. We do this all the time, so definitely give us a follow so you can be notified when we stream next. We're big on Moto, Magic Gathering Online, Soulforge, which is another base trade game, Diablo, Hearthstone, League of Legends, and our rare is Alter the Brood of the Brood. For 1, whenever another permanent enters the battlefield under your control, each opponent puts the top card of his or her library into his or her graveyard.
The combo deck.
Yeah. And our
Is
foil,
that the
foil Mountain.
This
that
is
the
one of those.
midnight?
Is that
Yeah.
the what?
This is one of those Johnny cards, right? That you just want to brew around and you try to make a deck that gets there, but that's not my kind of cup of tea,
That's the
man.
Retraction Helix Midnight Guard Ornithopter card, right?
Essentially, yeah. Yeah. No, that's just not my cup of tea. But you know, somebody's gonna try it. Somebody at your local F&M is gonna try to make that deck work, try to mill you out, and they always do. And you know,
There's gonna be that one time where it works perfectly, and you're gonna be like,
totally.
that's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
you're gonna be like, how did I lose this game to this 1-mana artifact? Yeah.
Uncommons. And Flying Crane Technique is our rare. For 3, a blue, a red, and a white, untap all creatures you control. They gain flying and double strike until end of turn.
I want to know what you think about this card, Ronnie.
In limited, in sealed, it is just a blowout in the solid board state, and here's like double strike flying. Have fun.
Yeah. So it's super scary at instant speed because usually we see these kind of effects, right? And they're like sorcery speed, right? You're like, okay, play it, pay 6 mana, my dudes get this, I'm attacking, you know, like an overrun effect, right? But in this, all of a sudden your attacks get super, super scary once you see 6 mana Jeskai up, or your blocks become like, does he have it? And then sometimes it just 6 mana. It says 6 mana, you win the game. And
Yeah, it's 6 mana, you win the game.
yeah. It's a one-sided wrath on defense too. So
All right.
Almost unlimited.
The next pack. I do like how you get one of the common lands every pack. Definitely helps with the mana fixing and sealed.
I don't think it's every.
I think it's pretty good. Our rare for this pack is going to be Utter End, 2, a white and a black, exile target non-land permanent. This one's been seeing a lot of optimistic. You know, people are going to be trying to play this in standard.
It's just the New World Order Vindicate, right?
Yeah.
It's fixed Vindicate, and Vindicate is just too good. Like Vindicate will never be printing it because it's just fantastic. But you know, Utter End's fine. Like sometimes, again, not being able to get that land is like a little rough, but you know, being able to do this 4 mana instant speed is right for instant speed, or excuse me, for unconditional removal, right?
Yeah.
And you always take it. I mean, it's a pack one, pick one, and limited, and
Yeah.
it'll see standard play too, because it's just too good not to.
Hey guys.
The rare for this pack
So
is
the stream was being super laggy, so I decided to just join you guys in Google Plus.
Ivory Tusk Fortress, 2, a white, a black, and a green. Untap each creature you control with a 1/1 counter. You control with a 1/1 counter on it during each other player's untap step.
Yeah, I love this card.
For
Yeah,
5
you played it
mana.
against me.
And our foil
Yeah, I
is
do 'em.
Tuskguard Captain.
Tuskar Captain's pretty good too. But for Ivory Tusk Fortress, like, what beats it, right? I mean, this is pack one, pick one all day, and you set your colors, and you just say, let's go. You get something like an incremental growth, and all of a sudden you created 3 more guys with pseudo vigilance. Like,
Yeah.
card is insane. And if you can even do it on itself, if you can do the Feat of Resistance, 2 mana, put a +1/+1 counter on it, now all of a sudden you can attack in for free with a 5/7 that untaps. Like, yeah, pack one, pick one all day.
Ronnie, I'm on my way to get you.
Yeah, no, I
Alright,
saw.
on to the next pack.
Okay. Have you did you pull a Savage Knuckleblade?
Yes, one.
I won it.
And our rare is our Buy a Box promo, Rattleclaw Mystic.
Ronnie will trade you for that.
One
Yeah,
and
I'll
one
trade you for that.
green. Tap it, add red, blue, or green, and it's got a morph ability for 2 actually.
Yeah.
No,
I love
it
this
is
card.
3. It's 3. Morph for 3, and then
Jared, are you at the shop right now?
when
Me?
Rattleclaw is turned face up, add 1 green, 1 blue, and 1 red to your mana pool.
I'm at home. Doesn't it morph for 2? Doesn't it come up for
you
2?
morph face up for 2, yeah.
Yeah,
So here-
so this card's like best case scenario, right? You play it for 3. Doesn't matter what land you have, right? So you put it face down, and then turn 4, you play your 4th land, tap 2 mana, you still have like 1 land untapped, right? You flip this guy face up, you net 1 mana. You have another one left to tap, so you got 3, 4 mana if you tap that, and you tap this guy, you have 5 mana.
No, you
5
have
mana.
No, six mana on turn 3.
6 mana.
Yeah, on turn 4.
Because if
On
you
turn
go
4,
turn 1 Elvish Mystic, turn 2 morph this guy.
No,
turn
I'm
3,
just talking about this guy just on his own.
Oh, on his own? Okay.
On turn 4, you have 6 mana.
Yeah, it's great.
All right, we are 11 packs
Well, I
through
mean,
right now.
there is a possible turn 3 6 mana.
Yeah.
But why would you do that? Why would you play Elvish Mystic, Sylvan Caryatid, and that Mystic?
No, you're not playing Sylvan Caryatid.
You would play Sylvan Caryatid.
You'd have to.
You would play
You'd go turn 1 Elvish Mystic, drop another land, turn 2, you drop another land, and then morph this guy, turn 3, drop another land, pay 2, and you have 6 open mana.
It's great. From a limited perspective, though, I mean, I play this guy all the time. I mean, half the time you just play it as a 2/2 for 3, right? But
That's a weird pack right now. 2 lands.
But the one turn you need to, just get there and play like maybe even your Savage Knuckleblade and something else, like, insane.
All right, our next rare is Master of Pearls, 1 and 1 white, for a morph for 3 and a double white. When Master of Pearls is
It's the
turned
best
up,
morph in the set, man.
creatures you control get +2/+2 and
It's just an overrun though.
And
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like it's a win. It's kind of like
It's
just
great.
like a gotcha situation, I guess.
Oh, it's great, dude. I mean, Overrun's one of the traditionally the best cards in Limited, right? So,
Well,
I mean,
I listened to the podcast this morning. You're like, oh, this guy's like, they gave this guy a B+.
yeah, insane, dude. Insanity.
And I have
Like-
like 3 of them now. Just I got one in the pre-release. Unfortunately, it's not good in limited because you just aren't getting that many creatures out.
What? Are you
here's
kidding me?
here's
He's
like-
amazing in Limited. Are you crazy?
That's what he's good in. He's not good
That's
in
what he's-
Standard.
Yeah, so you flip him up, and at the worst, he's a removal spell for some of their guys, because your guys all of a sudden win that combat, if worst comes to worst. And,
Like I could
It's-
never get more than like 3 creatures onto the field for it.
oh, that's fine.
But
That's
even that,
perfect, dude.
it's not like what kind of effect it'd have in a token deck,
Yeah. But that's 6 extra power that you didn't have before, like,
It
yeah,
is
it's
also
insane.
true.
Ronnie, I'm here.
Okay.
All right, so
I'm
on
gonna
to the next pack.
See ya.
See ya.
See you guys.
He'll be back. I'll just leave it open.
I'm gonna keep both of them off just because they're driving home. On to the next pack.
All right.
Yeah, with them driving, it's gonna get loud in there, so I'm just gonna not bother. All right, next pack is Herald of Anafenza for
How
1
dare
drop.
you? You
Outcast 2 and 1 white. Tap it. Put a 1/1 creature. Put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Whenever you activate it, put a 1/1 white warrior creature token onto the battlefield. 1/2.
So this card's super interesting. So there aren't a lot of good 1-drops in this format because it's like a turn 3 format, right? And you're basically ramping up all your mana to play into bigger, gold cards. This is one of those weird formats where having this 1-drop is actually pretty okay. And then once you have enough land where you're comfortable activating this ability, all of a sudden it becomes a 2/3 and a 3/4 if you can do it again, and you get all these chump blockers, and you even have like 1 Lord, right? And this guy becomes a threat that's been on the board since turn 1.
Well,
He's not bad.
if you think about it, he's replacing himself with another
Yeah.
blocker every time you tap him.
Right. Yeah, which
So-
none of the other guys do that. And
So unless they got like trample and they're trampling over your one, I mean you're turning out okay while you make this dude
Right.
bigger.
and I mean I usually don't like one drops in limited, but this is one of those formats where you're out of focus, by the way. This is one of those formats where having a one drop might just give you the advantage over another deck. So there we go.
This dude's a pack one, pick one for sure.
Yeah.
When
Hello
you
everybody
get-
that's joining.
Jeremy, when you guys start driving, leave the call because I know it's gonna get loud with you
I'm
guys.
just gonna I'll mute myself.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Welcome everybody that's joining the group. You're watching Nick from Team Better Magic, playbettermagic.com. Open up a Khans of Tarkir booster box if you enjoy watching us talk about these cards and opening up the booster box.
All right.
Yeah.
The next
Thanks,
one.
Chance Morrow. I'm with you there, buddy.
The next, yeah, go ahead.
But yeah, join. Follow the stream if you like watching us open boxes. We do this pretty frequently. We play Moto, Hearthstone, Soulforge, Diablo 3, all sorts of games. Thanks for watching, guys.
On to the next rare is Jeering Instigator for 1 and 1 red. It's a Goblin Rogue, so keep the Goblin in mind. When Jeering Instigator is turned face up, if it is your turn, gain control of another target creature until end of turn, untap it, and it gains haste. So it's a 2/1 with possible...
What's his morph cost?
3, 2 and 1 red. So it's the same as a Act of Treason.
So it looks like you're a little bit out of focus, by the way. They're just saying that. in
Yeah, I
stream.
know.
But yeah, so you're absolutely right. I mean, it's so on turn 3 it's just a 2/2, whatever. But then you turn them up on the next. Let's say they play their 4 drop on 4, right? And it's something pretty big. The next turn, if you've got a board full of little guys and they were hoping for that 4 drop to start just block to make it so you couldn't attack. Now all of a sudden you're just like, okay, move to attacks, morph this guy, grab your guy, declare your huge guy is a morpher, and now I'm attacking for even more, a big chunk of damage. It's going to be interesting to see how often you activate that guy, like the turn he can attack, versus how often you just keep him as a 2/2 for morph that doesn't attack until you can like shut the door. I'd be interested to see just how good Act of Treason is at all in the format, and that's going to change how often I play this guy.
I think it's actually very interesting. I think I'm getting close to half a box, and I have not pulled a fetch land.
Yeah,
So-
I've heard some of these boxes are duds, and
Duds, yeah. So
and some of them are obviously ridiculous. But
all right. So hopefully all the good stuff's in the...
yeah, thanks, Chance Morrow. I figured we had a few too many guys going on, so you're allowed to laugh at us when that happens.
And our rare is Sage of the N-Word Eye. 2, a blue, a red, a white. Flying, whenever you cast a non-creature spell, creatures you control gain lifelink until end of turn. It's 3/4, so keep that in mind also. It's out of range of a immediate burn.
No, a lot of the burn in limited actually does 4 damage, just specifically
the
deal with the
charms,
teamer cards.
The charms, yeah.
Yeah, right. This guy's okay.
Yeah.
Like he's not bad. Like he flies. Like I'd pay 5 mana for a 3/4 that attacks in the air. Like he's fine. He's not exciting, but he does cool stuff. Sometimes you can get him too.
Oh man, my camera's out of focus again. I don't understand
Yeah,
why.
I
I think it's just a C920. It's the best camera webcam out there, and I don't really know why it does it.
Oh, now it's getting.
Yeah, it was really bad.
Funky.
Yeah.
Hold on. Give it a second. There we go.
So our next one is actually the new board wipe. End hostilities, 3 and a double white. Destroy all creatures and all permanents attached to this creature. So this is.
I really like this card. I want to know what you think about this card because you play a lot more like blue-white control than I do, and you play standard a lot more than I do. So for this card being on 5 versus what we had at 4,
it makes a tremendous deal because You have this at 5. You also have Aether Spout at 5. That's the exact opposite, except instead of destroying, you put them on the bottom. And with there being no real card draw,
No,
like
you put them on
say,
the top, right?
is it on the top or is it on the bottom?
Yeah. Aether
Top.
Shout's on the top.
Well, even on the top, it's like it's a cheaper version of Cyclonic Rift Overload.
Uh-huh.
So that's
But in hostilities is just
it is a
it
board
has
wipe.
to be better, right?
Yeah. Compared to previous board wipes, I mean, I like it. You know, Day of Judgment was, you know, we will never have a 4-drop white one like that
Mhm.
again.
Mhm.
But I mean,
Well, Wrath of God, Damnation. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, all those good guys, right?
so this will definitely it'll have to see play.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good.
And we got our first fetch land, Flooded Strand. Pay 1 life, sacrifice Flooded Strand, search your library for a plains or island card, then put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle your library. And we do have
Yeah.
a foil Dazzling Ramparts.
Let's talk about those uncommons you just thumbed through for a second.
We had, uncommon wise, we had...
Yeah, bring those back, man. Those are fantastic. This
Our-
Flooded Strand's old news, man. Flooded Strand's the OG, dude. Like,
Armament
I mean,
Corpse.
Flooded Strand's as good as it gets.
So we had that one. We had Abzan Falconer, and we had Murderous Cut. So between the
man.
three,
So this pack, dude.
this pack was a god pack for anyone who plays limited. And
What
Murderous
do
Cut.
you take it, man?
Murderous Cut. I would probably take the Murderous Cut. It's just Delve is going to be
Yeah.
too good in this set.
I don't know if the Delve's good, but it's a matter that it's instant speed, unconditional removal that you're essentially probably casting for 3
But the
or
Abzan
2
Falconer,
rather. Yeah, man.
you
That
have
Falconer.
you have incremental growth with your Falconer with several creatures.
Right.
You know, each of
Right.
them get, you know, flying. So I mean, it makes a big
he
deal.
he just shuts the door. And Armament Captain, you know, the way I like to draft gold sets is again to set your colors in really powerful gold cards and then fill in with the rest with fixing. Yeah, my God, dude.
But
I think Armament, whatever is, yeah, you would feel super, super bad passing any of those 3.
Yeah.
But I might take the Armament Core, honestly, you know, and just it's the most powerful card out of the 3, and start setting your colors. But you know, you get a 4/4 for 5 that makes 2 other guys bigger by +1. It's just insane.
Treasure Cruise. That's a good card right there.
Oh, a foil one, by the way, is like $20.
Yeah.
So
Our Ice
Don't know
Feather
when that's
Haven, which I feel like we need to talk because I find that really good card. Hire the Wilds, and our rare is Crater's Claws.
Crater Claw is okay. It's just a blaze with upside.
Yeah.
I like the Air of the Wilds, by the way.
Yeah, I completely agree. Passing any one of those I would feel really bad. Now we've got different style of players in here. Like, for example, I'm a big money guy, so in limited I would have picked up the Flood. I would have passed. I would have picked the Flooded Strand. Whereas Jared, who's in the call right now, he would have taken one of the uncommons. So, oh my God, it's out of focus again. There we go.
I know it's.
I don't understand why it does this. I think it's just because I think
because you keep moving your hands away, and so it's trying to focus on the keyboard, and then it freaks out.
All right, I completely messed up. Commons, incremental growth. This was the card that we were talking about. Suspension Field. This is another good pack. And Rakasha Death Dealer is our rare for 1 green, 1 black. This is actually, I really like this card. This will definitely, I believe, see standard play. Tap 2, gets +2/+2, or tap 2, regenerate it.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
Yeah, card's great. In limited, he's just, I don't know, man. You have to keep mana up to keep him good in limited. There's so many decent ways to remove him. You start pumping him up, they just like smite the monstrous him, and I don't know. But in standard, I think he's fantastic. And that pack obviously would have taken the incremental growth because I mean that card is like one Pro Tours.
I mean, look at this.
It's
Look at this uncommon and rare. It's another tough choice. Suspension Field.
Yeah, I'd say the
incremental
incremental growth for sure, but the suspension field's probably the next thing that's going to go in the pack. But yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, I would take the keyboard away, but then that'd be like removing this. Like all the cords are right below this desk, and it would take a hell of a long time for me to remove it. I suppose I'll just suffer, and then for previous times I'll just have to...
I think you mean future. I think you screwed up your time.
One fetch in like
Time's
3/4
tough, man. It's all relative.
Yeah. Alright. Chief of the Edge. Gurmag Swiftling, Raider Spoils, and Trail of Mystery. 1 and 1 green. Whenever a face-down creature enters the battlefield
Yeah.
under your control, you may search your library for a basic land, reveal it, put it into your hand, and shuffle your library.
Yeah,
Whenever
get out of here, Trail of Mystery. Blah. That
yeah,
card.
so I mean we don't find it too good, so
At what point do you just take that Chief of the Edge and you're just
Yeah.
like, okay, let's go? Because I mean, I don't know, dude. A Trail of Mystery does like nothing.
no, not really.
Not exciting.
Stubborn Denial, Sandstep Citadel, Quiet Contemplation.
Yeah, I want to start.
and,
I want to start hoarding just all the foil Stubborn Denials ever.
and
of all
Meandering Tower Shell for our rare 3 and double green with Island Walk. Whenever it attacks, exile it, return to the battlefield under your control tapped and attacking at the beginning of your next declare attacker step.
He's a turtle. He's
Yeah.
slow. He is, however, let me tell you this. He is the best blocker in the format.
Yeah. And our rare is Bitter Revelation.
Hmm.
Look at the top 4 cards of your library, put 2 of them into your hand and 2 in the rest in the graveyard.
I'm really into Meandering Tower Shell as a blocker, though. I mean, you might even pack one.
Yeah, 5/9, yeah. It's
Just because it costs, and it's in one color in a 3-color set. He's okay. Like, they're not getting through it, so.
no.
But you're never attacking with it, so.
The amount of Sidsi pets I've seen today are ridiculous.
Sidisi's pet's terrible. Dude.
Riverwheel, Airless, Temur Charm, Warname, Aspirant.
Actually,
and
Chance Morrow, they steal your Meandering Tower Shell the way it works, and it just keeps attacking.
High Sentinels of Irration. 3 and a white, flying whenever it gets a +1 for each other creature you control.
Oh, this card is a
control
house.
For 3, put a 1/1 on target creature. Pretty good
So
card.
we're already, oh my god, we're already okay playing a 3/4 with flying for 4. Like, we're really happy about that.
Mhm.
And now it gets bigger and bigger the more counters you have on stuff. How are you going to do that? Oh, you can just use this guy.
Ask for a refund on this box. Hey man, you still got like 6
Nah, this
packs
box
left,
is fine.
you know.
But man, but the high sentinels, dude. Oh my god. Yeah, it comes back under their control Chance, which is super annoying, but yeah.
So he gets
that's how it works.
he gets exiled and then comes back under their control next combat.
Because it went out of it got exiled under their control.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's yours forever. But those high sentinels, man, oh my god. You just and at instant speed. Like they're just like trying to grab one of your dudes or destroy one of your guys and you're like, +1/+1.
There we go.
Oh, by the way, my guy's huge.
Our rare
Cards
for
and-
this one is Polluted Delta.
Yeah, we'll
So
take a
that's-
P Delta, man.
I actually need 4 of them, so that's perfectly fine. Same thing as Flooded
Who
Strand.
doesn't need 4 of them, man?
Yeah, no.
Cards totally great.
As soon as you said they need to get a refund on this box, they pull up Polluted Delta. So maybe you're just...
Yeah, but I mean, those cards, all the fetch lines are going to go down to $8, man. That's the only thing. If you can sell them right now, man, if you can get a $20 bill, go for it, buddy. But it's just not feasible. Because guess how many other millions of people are doing what you're doing right now?
And our next mythic is Clever Impersonator, which is a very interesting card.
Card's great.
For 2 and a double blue, you may have Clever Impersonator into the battlefield as a copy of any non-land permanent on the battlefield.
So, was that an Abzan charm?
Yeah, it was Absent Charm.
So, the great thing about clones that affect the whole board is they're a great way to just stabilize, especially in limited. But in old school constructed, I mean, that was just like, man, that was just the best thing you could ever do. But Clever Impersonator can become like a Planeswalker, which is fantastic. And instead of them now having this threat that's ticking up, you have a way to kind of counter that threat. It's then they have to switch up where they're putting their resources. I love Clever Impersonator. I just will never be able to say that.
Yeah, dude. Give me that foil Polluted Delta. I can dig it. Opulent Palace, Horde Ambush.
How about a foil Impersonator, man? I'd sell
we've
that.
got Deflecting Palm for our rare. 1 red and 1 white. the next time a source of your choice would deal damage to you this turn, prevent that damage. If the damage is prevented this way, deflecting palm deals that much damage to that source's controller. And we do have a foil. No, we don't. I lied. I felt like there's more.
If deflecting palm, if you could redirect it to a creature, then it might be playable.
It says
But
to that source's
yeah,
controller.
but you just can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, like maybe I'm dealing not taking 3 damage and dealing 3 damage to you, sort of. Like an instant speed 2-mana worse lava axe, like 90% of the time.
I'm gonna mind swipe you for 10. Oh, deflecting palm, you're dead. It's just
I
so,
guess.
yeah.
Oh, that's a source. Yeah, I mean, I guess that works. It's just so conditional that I don't think the card's even playable.
Yeah. Master of the Way, Swarm of Bloodflies, High Spire Mantis, and Blood-Soaked Champion.
Yeah, Blood-Soaked
For
Champion.
1 black, Human Warrior can't block raid. When it attacks, return Blood-Soaked Champion from your graveyard to the battlefield. Activate this ability only if you attacked. Really good card.
What are we taking in this pack?
We took... Well, we had...
What are we taking? Blood-Soaked Champion is not a limited card. It's great for constructed though. It's a pseudo. Gravecrawler is way better than this card, and so is Bloodghast. But the guy's still good. Yeah, we take the High Spire Mantis, I think.
Mm-hmm. Definitely a card that will definitely see standard play.
The Raider? Oh yeah, or the Champion? Yeah, guy's totally fine.
I think I actually have 4 of them now.
Not bad.
From pre-release and... Alright.
So thanks, new people, for joining the stream. We're opening a Khans of Tarkir booster box. We do this a lot. You're watching Nick from Team Better Magic do this. You can find us coming up soon on playbettermagic.com.
We do thank everyone for joining in. Definitely give us a follow. We do this all the time, like Jared said. We're pretty friendly guys. Besides the guy that's making inanimate animal noises that we're muting. So
yeah, but if you like watching these kind of things, if you like watching Moto, Hearthstone, so forth, all sorts of fun games, go ahead and throw us a follow.
So on to our next pack. See the Unwritten. Reveal the top 8 cards of your library. You may put a creature card among them onto the battlefield. Put the rest into your graveyard. Ferocious. If you control a creature with 4 greater, you may put 2 creature cards onto the battlefield instead of 1 alone.
Oh, I thought this was yeah, this card, man, if you can trade into foils of this to out to casual players, this is like the best Genesis wave ever.
And our foil is
it's great.
Retribution of the Ancients. It's actually rare, yeah. Enchantment for 1 black, 1 remove X 1/1 counters from among creatures you control. Target creature gets -X until end of turn.
No, that card's terrible.
I don't know how you're foil. You gotta believe.
Sure. No, the card's terrible. But see the Unwritten, man. Casuals are going to be all over that card, and so hoard all of them. Try to get foils. Fantastic, man.
So we're down to, I think, 9 packs left.
Yeah, Ralphing around, I agree. It's not playable, like in any format except for EDH, really. But man, those EDH players are going to be nuts for that card. So grab them, sell them.
Oh, well, so much for the morph card.
What is happening?
I don't know.
Hey, what happened?
You like logged in and logged out like 50 times.
Oh, I can't help that. I don't know what happened.
Oh, and our rare is another Flooded Strand. That's number 2 on this. So,
oh, I'm sorry, Thrizzy. Yeah, 2 Ugin's Tomb is pretty rough, bud.
Yeah.
Nice Flooded Strand.
The Ugin's Tomb, isn't that today's promo? I think.
Yeah, the Tomb is the land. The Nexus is the artifact. You want to read that Jeskai Charm? You want to read those modes to me so I'm aware of it?
Yeah, Jeskai Charm. For 1 blue, 1 red, and 1 white. Choose 1. Put target creature on top of its owner's library, which is Azorius Charm.
So Azorius Charm.
You have deal 4 damage to target opponent, which is Boros Charm. And then you have creatures you control get +1/+1 and gain lifelink until end of turn, which is second
Okay.
ability of Azorius Charm.
Okay.
So
Not
2
bad.
Azorius Charms and a Boros Charm.
In your aggressive deck, you could kind of splash this and be
Yeah.
okay with it. It's not bad. It's probably better for constructed. Yeah, good job, Thrizzy. That makes up for those 2 Ugins Nexi. Nexi.
Next size.
No, why would you put an S at the end of Nexi?
Our rare
No, it
comes-
went out of focus for a second, Flame. But is the screen black for you? It shouldn't be.
No. Is Ivory Tusk Fortress. This is actually, we've already pulled this card already today.
Another one.
So that's tragic.
Look how bad you feel in this pack, though. We already talked about Ivory Tusk Fortress, but it turns all of your Outlast guys into, you either give them free Outlast or they have pseudo Vigilance. But you feel so bad in this pack because you're passing you're taking this for sure, and then you're passing the Armament Core. So you don't even know, like you're signaling the guy to your left. Obviously, next best card is Armament Core, and you're just like, okay, you can have this, and I'm not going to get it to wheel back to me, but I took the 5/7, I guess.
For all those who are just joining, we're nearly done with the English version. I do have a Japanese one that's going to get pulled today, so hopefully all the bad stuff I pulled in this box, maybe we will just pull God packs.
That would be, that'd be nice.
Ooh, despise. And we got Mantis Rider for our rare. And we do have a foil, Mardu Rough Rider. So we'll go ahead and
Good
talk
old
about
Rough
Mantis Rider first. 1 red, 1 white, 1 blue, Flying Vigilance Haste. I actually really like this card just because of its just the amount of abilities they have in here.
It's the baby lightning angel, man.
Yeah.
So as far as development goes, when it's so hard for you to curve out into 3 colored pieces of mana, right? Then they can push a card. I mean, because the percent of times you're ever going to get it on curve is very, very low. But it doesn't matter, man. Like a 3/3 Flying Vigilance Haste is. I mean, people play Lightning Angel, and that card is fantastic. And this one is this one's just a little bit smaller.
So we'll go ahead and just briefly
Technically
talk about
harder to
Mardu
cast.
Rough Rider. 2 a red, a white, a black. Whenever Mardu attacks, Shark Creature can't block this turn.
Well, you're going to talk about Rough Rider? Rough Riders.
Because it's a foil. I'm going to talk about the foils briefly, even if it's a bad one.
Ugh, you're killing me, bud. Yeah, fetches are great. Even now people are going to get into modern because you have actually the correct fetches for some of those decks. So it's good. It's good for for the Eternal formats and for modern. Which is funny because it's not like they support Legacy anyways. But
And our rare is Retribution of the Ancients, which I actually have a foil one pulled today. We won't talk about that.
yeah, what size is that said? Decks went from $2,400 to $2,000. That's pretty accurate.
Yeah. Oh, man, 82
Retribution
viewers.
of the Ancients. I wish that card wasn't terrible. Hi, 82 viewers. You're watching Nick from Team Better Magic play or open his Khans of Tarkir booster box. If you like what you're watching, we do this all the time. We play Magic Online. We play Hearthstone, Soulforge, Diablo 3, World of Warcraft, all sorts of stuff. So if you're interested, throw us a follow, and we'd really, really appreciate it. And look for playbettermagic, all one word, .com coming up here in a few weeks. Thank you.
Oh man, I thought this was Soren. Sultai Ascendancy, 1 black, 1 green, and 1 blue. Enchantment. At the beginning of your upkeep, look at the top 2 cards of your library, put any number of them into your graveyard, and the rest back on top of your library in any order.
Oh,
so-
is this the card that I hate? Oh, God. Yeah, Sultai Ascendancy. How is this worth a card, man?
I don't know. Like it's
I don't
essentially
understand.
okay. So upkeep. So is it draw step then upkeep, or is it upkeep then draw?
What? Untap, upkeep, draw.
Okay, so
Main phase 1.
okay, so it's essentially a scry 2 before you draw. So if it's,
Kind of.
I mean, and it works into delve. You know, if you're running dig through time, murder's cut. You know, I suppose that works. But yeah, scry 2. It's a scry 2 every turn. I mean,
Yeah, I guess.
but I don't know. I don't know how I feel
Yeah,
about
sure,
it.
you can throw them away. Yeah, but why do you have bad cards, right? I mean, that's
I mean,
the question.
I guess looking into late game,
Constructed, yes. I guess. I don't know, man. If you have access to play the cards you want, like, unless your delve theme is super, super strong for whatever reason, I just don't understand why that card's ever good. You know what I mean? Like, I'd almost rather have a Satyr Wayfinder than that card most of the time.
And now we hold Abzan Ascendancy. 1 white, 1 black, 1 green enchantment.
Now that card is fantastic.
When Abzan Ascendancy enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. Whenever a non-creature you control dies, put a 1/1 white spirit creature token with flying onto the battlefield. I think this actually works very well into that deck we talked about with Spirit Bonds and with
Oh yeah.
Crap, what was the 4-drop?
I don't know.
I remember.
Oh, Dantish, my thoughts on Treasure Cruise, I think it's okay, but it's super overhyped. If you can sell foils at $20, like, go for it, dude. Like, I'm happy to get $1 or $2 for a common foil from the most printed set ever, so I think you sell anyone you get.
And our rare is Karu Lichlord. 3, a black, a green, a blue. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may pay 3. If you do, return a creature card from the at random from your graveyard to the battlefield. It gains flying, trample, and haste. Exile that card at the beginning of your next end step. If it would leave battlefield, exile it instead of putting it anywhere else. So what's your take on that?
It's okay.
I mean, I find it okay.
Then you put a creature card. Like sometimes he makes a big guy, sometimes he doesn't, and you have to keep mana open for it. I don't know, man.
Alright guys,
It's
we're
just a
down to
wall of text.
our last 2 packs, and then we're going to jump into our Japanese version. I'm actually going to clean up a little bit so I can make more room.
Oh man, I want to watch you open this. I have to leave.
You got an hour before standard starts. We can open a box in an hour.
Yeah, well, it starts in an hour. I have to leave. It takes me 10 minutes to get there.
Our rare is Sagu Mauler. 4, a blue, a green, trample and hexproof. It's got a 3-cost morph into a 5. It's a 6/6. I think it's pretty good card.
He's the biggest blowout in limited that there is right now, dude. I mean, all of a sudden they're just like, I'm going to zap your dude, and you're like, morph, trample, hexproof, block your guy. Like, oh my god, this guy's great. I mean, obviously in any other format he's pretty terrible.
Last
But
pack.
in limited, fantastic.
Last pack. Let's give it some good old luck with it.
It looks like you're having a pretty easy time opening these packs.
Instigator. So I'm not going to
we already
that
have one of those.
Yeah, we already have one of those, so.
Yeah, Crackling Doom destroys the Mauler. But I mean, what are the chances that they have their rare to beat your rare, like in limited, right? Then you just like 1-for-1, and I'm cool with that.
Right.
Like the percent of chance for that to happen is like negligible. But
so I'm just going to be cleaning up a little bit, making room for the Japanese box.
Dude, hurry.
I'm trying, dude.
I'm trying.
There's so many good
What'd you
cards.
get? That three fetch lands, something like that?
2 fetch lands. So it was a iffy box. Like, I'll get through over what I pulled real quick when I...
Yeah, Thrice, I actually don't play constructed at all. I just draft and play sealed. Like,
Throw that over there. So the thing
I know, man. Pro Tour Honolulu is going to be off the hook, man. We're going to see some very interesting decks.
Abzan Ascendancy is definitely one we keep. Mantis Rider is definitely one. Flooded Strand. Blood Soaked. Clever Impersonator. Polluted Delta.
Open your next box.
I think that one. Flooded Strand. Sage. Herald at Benefonza. Master of Pearls. Rattleclaw.
Keep that CD. Pull that CD unwritten back too. Put that in your holds box, man.
The what?
The CD unwritten.
Oh, C Unwritten.
Yeah.
Alright, guys.
And the end hostilities too.
Let me go ahead and pull this out real quick so you guys can feast upon the beauty. My room is filled with packs. Empty packs.
Where's that CD unwritten?
Huh?
Where's that see the unwritten?
It's in there.
Did you put it in your pile? You are a liar. Age 13 plus. So you can't even watch this stream unless you're 13 or older. So wizards. That's a wizard's rule.